guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga Chapter 1001. And now the first thing I've got to say, because it's pretty much the first thought I had into the chapter on the very first page, and that's disappointment. And that is disappointment for my boy Kid, because if you haven't been here, if this is your first video of mine you're watching, just to speed you up on the uptake, I wanted Kid to be a rival for Luffy. So therefore, in order for that to happen, in terms of strength, Kid has to be close to Luffy, and I feel like for that to be possible at this point of the story, Kid would have had to have known the Ryu as well, But what we get within this chapter with his comment, what was that haki just now? It was blatantly very obvious um that he doesn't know that the Ryu. And now I'm just thinking to myself, why can't Oda just give it to him? Because now we can, we can clearly say that Luffy is above Kid, and previously that was not clear. There was nothing to say it was clear. Everything from pre-time skip to post-time skip, everything from pre-time skip to up to chapter 1000, for me anyway, you can try to tell me differently. It showed that Kid was at least on a par with Luffy. I was gonna say or better, but that was gonna cause an argument, so I would say that. But I was gonna say at least on par with Luffy, but he don't have the Ryu. I give up. Luffy has no rivals in his generation. He just doesn't. He just doesn't. So we have that. The next thing I want to mention is actually, is it the fire cup? No. Before that is what Kaido says. So Kaido's like, whoa, like Luffy just damaged me, and then he goes on to say that what does he say? There's only a few people all capable of damaging him, and now then it shows a panel of Luffy, and then he's got Rocks behind him, Odin behind him, Whitebeard behind him, Shanks behind him, and Gold Roger as well. So I'm in the beliefs that these are the 5 people that Kaido has ever feared in his life, and essentially the few people that he mentioned previously that could damage him. And now after that was said, Kaido goes into attack with the thunderclap. I know it's not called that, but that's what I'm gonna call it. With the thunderclap that one-shotted him within the first time they fought. And now I was very interested when this happened. I was like, oh, because you see Luffy, he's like, oh shit, and then you see the cloud coming, and then the next panel is like, oh my gosh, did it hit him? Kind of right. At least that's how I felt. Like, oh my gosh, did it hit him? And then we see him rolling, and I was like, alright, cool. It seems like he's okay, but we basically find out that even with his future insight, he ain't quick enough. He ain't quick enough. Kaido is moving at like very fast speeds, and I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. So that was that, and then after that, Big Mom, who I thought was gonna be just a bystander watching, just eat her wedding cake in the background, the kind of watch kind of vibe. She joins the fight as well, and now she attacks with Prometheus, I think it is, and this is where Zoro hops in. Zoro is not sitting this one out. No. He comes in there with the Firefox style, and now automatically I remembered, okay, yeah, this is Kinemon style, blah blah blah, and then Luffy comments to that. He's like, oh, the Kinemon's technique, and then you see Zoro with the grin. It's like, yeah, stole that. Stole that. It's like, yeah, I stole that. So Zoro now, he's got the whole, probably what he's seen, or the Firefox style within his repertoire now. No, that's cool. You can't hate on that. So we have that bit. After that, we have that bit where we have Law, and he brings over Luffy to him. He's like, yo, like, bro, like, use like, get the scabbards to safety. I was gonna do that anyway, so don't make it feel like that you can order me around. Don't make it seem like that, because that's kind of how you played me off. Like, we're gonna do that already. Like, don't. It was funny. That bit funny, and then that moves on to another funnier bit where they're playing chicken, and then kid's like, you guys in your childish games, eh? And then it leads to that funny moment, which I had to make the thumbnail for this video. It was funny. It was good. It was funny. These funny bits, yes, they were funny. Yes, I enjoyed them. But I feel like because I'm in a position where we're starting to get it, starting to get it. Because we're in a position where I just want the serious fights. I just want the fights to be decided, the matchups to be decided, and the fights play out. Because we're in that position, and even now we're still kind of joking around. It put me off. It ruined the chapter for me a little bit. Even Zoro's here saying like, "Yo, Luffy, pay attention to Yonko on our doorstep. You know, pay attention," kind of vibe. So then we have Zoro and Killer join the fight as well, and Killer's like, "Yeah, you know, if I had my original, my proper weapons, you know, things would have gone differently." And so it's like, yeah, things would have been the same. So you know, Zoro is really MVP in right now because he's the only one here on the serious tip. But however, he does attack Kaido with Killer, and now it seems like it didn't do much damage or any damage at all. He does like, and he's like, yeah, like, well done, guys. Yeah, well done, well done, well done. You tried. But I think, and this is based on something Kid says later, sorry, rather, in the chapter, that Ryu is not the only way to hurt Kaido. That's the kind of vibe I was getting off of something Kid said earlier, and I just found it right now is that what Kid actually says was, "We know you've got tough skin, but can it save you from being crushed or compacted to death?" So we know that the Rio can hurt him. Obviously, we've been told this time and time again, but I reckon that Kid will be doing crushing and compacting kind of damages, and because he said that in this chapter, I feel like that's Oda's way of saying to us that there's other ways to damage Kaido, and also this is a kind of a given anyway. Law can damage Kaido with knives such as the Gamma knife. I always thought that could be a thing, and I feel like Oda's just letting us know that for now within this chapter. So we do have this very awesome display between Kid Law and Luffy when they attack Gear 4, Kongan, the Punk, another form of, what was it, Punk Rock? Whatever, and Law uses Room as well. This attack hits. I don't know if Luffy is using Ryu within this attack. Uh, it does seem to have impacted Kaido, but I feel like not saying that this attack doesn't have Ryu, but I feel like all of his Ryu attacks would have a different name. So maybe this attack doesn't have it. It's just a thought I had. I don't know. I can't be certain, if I'm honest. With Kid now. Now I feel like this is going to be unpopular opinion, but I am not a liar. I will say it as what I feel, and I will always do that. But I feel like I basically just don't like his mecha. This little robot thing that he's built and he's rolling around with it needs to go. That is just my opinion, but it honestly needs to go. But after that attack, combination attack by the three of them, Kaido dragons up, or fish up, whichever one you want to call it. But Kaido, he turns into his dragon, he heads into the sky. Big Mom is there as well. They basically just lay out all of their cards, like everything they have got to offer. And Kaido basically says, "Oh, I'm having Big Mom." One of them to basically say, and whoever comes out on top of this will be that much closer to becoming the Pirate King, because obviously, you know, they've got Poneglyphs, you know, Levy's got Nico Robin, who can read the Poneglyphs, vice versa for that. Sorry, I don't even know what I said there, and all of that. So, you know, they've all got something that the other one wants. So when this fight is all said and done, the person who comes out on top will be closer to Pirate King, and that's where we end off in the chapter. So, yeah, I mentioned the funny bits, and yes, they were funny. But like I said, I'm at a point where I just want some serious fights, be it 1-on-1, 5-on-1, 5-on-2, 6-on-3, whatever. That is what I want right now. So I feel like at this moment, I don't want no comedy, even if it's good or not. So it's for those reasons I have to bump this chapter down to I don't know. Yeah, I'll give it a 4-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. And most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.